Alright, what's up, guys? Just got in from work. Thought I would come on and go on the record for tonight's action. Right now, as I do this video, it's in the 11th round of this domestic level cruiserweight fight on the Usyk Chisora card. I don't know who these guys are. I don't care who they are. This fight is dragging out. They both tired. They leaning on each other and shit. Whatever. Get it over with. I would like to see the Savannah Marshall Hannah Rankin fight. The Lee Silva fight, you know, whatever. Either whoever win gonna get knocked out by Tiafimo if he stays at 135, which he probably won't. All right. Now, let's talk about this Usyk Chisora fight. I have played this fight to not go the distance. I was going to play Usyk inside the distance, but the odds were not all that different. Could have got like a plus 150 on Usyk to win inside the distance. For the longest time, it was a plus 120 for the fight to not go the distance, and then it changed to like a minus, I think minus 155 or so. And people went in on it. So, you know, I'm fully expecting Usyk to stop Chisora. I'm expecting Chisora to come forward all night, be aggressive, and basically run into getting knocked out. Um, that's where I see it going. Of course, he has no chance trying to box with Usyk. That's a losing proposition. He's gonna have to try to go forward on the guy. I think he's gonna fall in traps. And people try to talk about, oh, Usyk, is he a real heavyweight, and talk about his power, this, that, and the other. He don't have to knock the guy out cold. He don't even have to drop the guy. Hell, he can just overwhelm the guy and have that towel thrown in, have his corner stop the fight, have the ref stop the fight from him getting outclassed so badly. You know, so that's how I'm seeing this fight go, man. You know, I'm uh, I'm going with Usyk. And just in case your store lands some shit, I'll be covered. Which I don't see that if that happens. You're talking about a huge upset, but I just see Chisora going forward and getting knocked out. All right, and it should be entertaining while the fight lasts. All right, now let's talk about the Leo Santa Cruz Tank Davis fight. You know, I'm on the opposite side of the fence on this one with the majority. I got Leo Santa Cruz winning this fight, man. I do. I do. I just tank man. There's so many factors to me with this fight and why I think that Leo is gonna win this fight. Tank looked terrible against Gamboa, man. He was supposed to stop Gamboa early. Definitely no further than the 6th round or so. And the guy had one leg and went into the 12th round against Tank, man. This devastating power punch. You know, that was a terrible performance. And that's the biggest name on the guy's resume. Biggest name on the resume. Pedraza, no. Um, so when you factor that in, Leo gonna be the best guy that Gamboa has. That Tank has ever faced. Leo has the height advantage. He has the reach advantage. He has more experience. And people just think that Tank is gonna mow through Leo. Leo is some soft fighter. Leo is not some pushover. How many times has he been knocked down in his career? None officially. He should have got counted as a knockdown again. Well, as far as I know, he hadn't been knocked down, but he should have got counted as being knocked down in the first Carl Frampton fight when he went flying back into the ropes, and Harvey Dock did not uh, call that a knockdown. The ropes kept him up. But other than that, you know, has he been knocked down, knocked out, blown out in a fight? No. Even in this loss, that was a close fight. That might have been a split decision. I can't remember. I had Frampton only winning by 1 point. He didn't fight a small fight. He gave away his height and his reach. He was going toe to toe with the guy and getting caught. In the second fight, he adjusted. He used his height and his reach, and he won that fight. So he has made no mistake about it. He's gonna do that in this fight. He's gonna try to use his height and reach, stay outside, and box Tank, man. Which is a smart thing to do. Why give up your advantages and go inside with the smaller guy, the power puncher. So I see Leo doing that. This, like I said, the best guy that Tank has ever fought. In my opinion, if Leo was to retire today, he'd be a Hall of Famer. And how many Hall of Famers are on Tank's resume? None. So this isn't one of those little unknown guys. One of these little pushovers. Even though Leo is coming up in weight, he is the taller, longer man. He's the guy I'm not hearing about. Outside of the ring troubles, and baby mama drama, and barely getting out of shape between fights and all these kind of things. I'm not hearing about Leo missing weight constantly. Guy not taking his career seriously. His dad is was terribly ill, and has survived and gonna be at this fight, gonna be in his corner, I assume. Think about the inspiration. He got dad tattoo on his arm. Um, I'm factoring all these things together, man, and it won't surprise me at all if after this fight, everybody's saying that Tank got exposed. Tank got exposed. Um, and I went back and I watched the video that I did on the Tank Gamboa fight, and I was, I recall that how he had got hit and kind of stunned a couple times in that fight. But Gamboa didn't capitalize. And you think about the extra weight cut too. That's also a factor in the fight. He had to lose the extra 5 pounds. He had to strip to officially make weight. You know, think about what that's gonna do to his punch resistance possibly. His stamina. And if Leo stuns him, with combinations like Gamboa did, Leo is definitely more prime fighter. Lets his hands go, he'll go in for the kill. And man, wouldn't it be something if he stopped Tank? Wouldn't surprise me. It would not surprise me, guys. Um, I got it on Leo at a plus 500, man. Plus 500, and Tank is a minus 800 favorite. That's that's crazy. That's ridiculous, man. In my eyes, he had never been on this level, fought this level of a guy. The best name on his resume, a old, washed up, one-legged Gamboa. You know, I rate Leo's overall experience. 4-weight division world champ. 2 fights with Frampton, 2 fights with Mares. I rate that over Pedraza and a Gamboa. I do. So and then factor in this being the big stage for Tank. The pay-per-view stage. I think Leo is could be his first pay-per-view too, but at least as far as the main event, but at least and Tank is the main event, but at least Leo, in my opinion, is more ready for the moment. With the 4 big fights in his career, signature fights, 3-1 in those fights. So I'm going with Leo, man. I don't get the huge odds. I don't, but I'll gladly take him. I will gladly take him. I just don't see him mauling, running over Leo like a lot of people do. I don't. All right. Now, the monster is fighting. What's this guy named Jason Moloney? I don't know anything about Jason Moloney except he's in trouble. All right, that's all I know about Jason Moloney. The monster was a minus 1,000 favorite last I looked, and I think he was like a minus 365 to win inside the distance. And it was minus 400 for that fight to not go the distance. That's what I played. Since the odds were so close, why not take both guys, to win inside the distance, which I highly doubt. Moloney, again, I don't know the guy. Well, but you know what? I did look at his box record, and he does have a lot of knockouts. Most of his wins have come by knockouts. So, what if he caught the monster with some shit, man? It's good to be covered either way. So I went that way in that fight. And finally, Anderson Silva and Uriah Hall. Uriah Hall should stop Anderson Silva within 2 rounds. He should not let a 45-year-old man go the distance with him. But I was gonna play Hall to win inside the distance, but just in case he screwed up, in case the lightning struck, and Anderson could pull something out of his hat one last time, I played for the fight to not go the distance. It's a 5-round fight, and somebody should get stopped. This fight should not go a full 5 rounds. If Uriah Hall goes full 5 with a 45-year-old Anderson Silva, that's terrible. So somebody should get stopped. Uriah Hall been finished like 4 times in his career by knockout, I believe. And hey, maybe if Anderson can catch him on the chin, maybe he'll go. So I played the fight to be covered both ways. So those are my picks for the night, man. That's the way I'm playing these fights, and that's the way I see it playing out, man. And I want to go on the record before these fights, because I don't like to come on and say this is what I thought was gonna happen, and it happened, and I wasn't on the record. All right, so that's the way I'm seeing it, guys. You guys can let me know what you think about it. Again, I have Usyk Chisora not going the distance. I'm seeing Usyk knocking Chisora out. Chisora coming forward constantly, falling in traps, getting either caught with a hard shot and going down, or him just getting outclassed, and beat up to the point where the ref, the doc, somebody in his corner will stop the fight. All right, Leo Santa Cruz beating Javante, whether it be by decision or by stoppage. I'm going with Leo, the big underdog, with fighting his 40th fight, 4 division champ, a future Hall of Famer, you know, big fight experience, the taller man, the longer man who has never been knocked down or knocked out in his career. I'm going with this guy at a plus 500 over a Tank Davis who was not taking his career serious, who blows up between fights, who looked terrible against Gambo or Stock Drop, and who had to cut another 5 pounds after he couldn't make weight at 135, had to weigh in again. Then he's fighting at 130 again, coming down in weight, having to strip. So I got Leo, and the monster should stop Moloney, but I have it going both ways in case Moloney catches the monster, and Silva and Uriah Hall should not go the distance. So that's it, guys. Let me know what you think. If you play some wagers, good luck to you. I will be back after the fights. Well, maybe not the Tank and Leo fight, because I'm doubting I buy that on pay-per-view. I would have bought that, but not at $75, man. Unless I can get some people to go in with me or something, I'm not paying $75 for that fight. I'll see it on YouTube afterwards. But yeah, I'll be back after these fights. Give my thoughts and opinions, and I will check in with you guys then. Thanks for watching.